So let's do that. S is equal to, and in place of that A, I fill in 15 plus, N is 8, so it's A minus 1, and then I fill in place of the D, the 3. Now I'm ready to work this out using the order of operations. If I look at this, I look at my first rule for the order of operations. The first rule says work inside of parentheses. So let's do that. I'll copy down everything else just like it is, and come to my parentheses and do what's inside. 8 subtract 1 gives me 7. So now I've done my first rule. Second rule says to do exponents. I don't have any exponents, so I go to my third rule. Third rule is to multiply and divide from left to right. Well, I do have some multiplying. Since this 3 is written right up against the parentheses, it means to multiply. So that's what we want to do next. So we'd write down 15 plus, and we'd multiply 7 by 3 and get 21. And now we're ready to do the adding. We'd add 15 and 21, and we'll get 36. So S is equal to 36 if A is 15, N is 8, and D is 3. Now I'd like for you to try some practice problems. The first practice problem says the formula for the area of a square is A equals to S squared. Find the area of a square with a side equal to 12 inches. The second problem is use the formula D equals to QM plus R. Find D if Q is 20, M is 12, and R is 3. Now the third one is hard for you to see, so let's move this up a little bit. Use the formula N equals to T times the expression T minus 1. And then that is over or divided by 2. And it says find N if T is 10. Copy these problems down so you can refer to them, and then cut your tape off and work them. Once you have your answers, you may cut your tape back on to check them. The answers to the practice problems are number 1, 144 square inches. Notice in number 1 you're dealing with area, and area is always in terms of square units, so it's square inches. Number 2, D equals to 243. Number 3, N is equal to 45. If you missed one of these, cut the tape off and get some help. Now we'd like to leave our formulas and work with some things we call algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions are expressions that involve variables and numbers together with the operations of adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, maybe parentheses, and powers. And what we'll do is the algebraic expressions We'll be given what the letters in the expression stand for. We'll fill them in and use our order of operations just like we did when we were working with the regular formulas. The first expression we're going to work with is a plus x cubed minus 2x squared. And we're asked to evaluate this expression. Now, this expression has no meaning to us unless we know what the letters in the expression stand for. And depending upon what they stand for determines what value the expression has. And this particular problem, I've told you that I want A to stand for 10 and X to stand for 3. So everywhere in the expression we have an X, we put the 3 in. So let's evaluate the expression. Since A is 10, I put 10 plus, and when I come to the X, I fill in what the X is. X is 3, so I would have 3, and then put my exponent back up to the 3, subtract 2, and since the 2 is written right beside the X, it's 2 times, so I put my times and fill in what X is again, 3, and then the exponent. Now, once I fill things in, I've got just a problem where I have to do things in the right order. In this problem, since we have no parentheses, the first thing we do would be our exponents. So we first of all, we go from left to right. We want to raise 3 to the third power. So I'd write down 10 plus, and if I come over here and raise 3 to the third power, it means 3 is used as a factor 3 times. So it means we multiply 3 together 3 times. And if we do that, we'll get 9 times 3, or 27. So we'll have 10 plus 27. Now, we also have another exponent over here. We'll copy the problem down first, the rest of the problem. And now we'll go back and do the other exponent. So it's 10 plus 27 minus 2. Now we're ready to do the other exponent. 3 is raised to the second power. So that means we have 3 as a factor twice, or 3 times 3. So we put down 9. So now I have 10 plus 27 minus 2 times 9. After exponents, I do multiplying and dividing. So I would do this multiplying, write everything else down just as it was. 10 plus 27, subtract 2 times 9 is 18. Now that I've gotten rid of my multiplying, I'm ready to do my adding and subtracting, and I do that from left to right. So if I go from left to right, 10 plus 27 is 37. Then I have 37 minus 18. And I might want to come over to the side and do the 37 minus 18. I can't subtract 8 from 7, so I have to borrow 1 from the 3. That leaves a 2, and it gives me 17. 8 from 17 leaves 9. 1 from 2 leaves 1. So 37 minus 18 is 19. So the expression a plus x cubed minus 2x squared is equal to 19 as long as a is 10 and x is 3.